Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's June 24th, and right now it's 92 degrees, and that's not a bad thing. Let's talk about tomatoes. When it's hot outside, tomatoes like to grow. That's what they like. As long as it doesn't get too hot, they do pretty good. And we have tomatoes everywhere. And we can have a lot of them getting ripe. But what I want to do is come down here. I run a test this year with tomatoes to see which variety of paste tomato I want to grow next year. And I've got two types here. I've got the San Marzanos, and they produce a lot of tomatoes. They don't ripen as quick as the Amish paste. And they're not as big as the Amish paste. In fact, a lot of the times the Amish paste don't even look like paste tomatoes because they get a little bit oblong, or they get almost round. But it's definitely, these are definitely paste tomatoes here. But like I say, a lot of times they don't look like it. But both of these produce good. One thing I like about the Amish paste too is it's definitely got to be a indeterminate, because these baskets here are about 4.5, close to 5 foot tall, and they're already coming out of them 2 foot or better, which is a good thing. But I figured I'd share that little information for those of you that may be wanting to grow some paste tomatoes. And then some speak highly of different ones, but like I say, it just seems to me that the San Marzanos, they don't grow as big, so they stop producing earlier, and they put on a lot of tomatoes. These vines have been loaded up with tomatoes. They don't ripen real quick, and they're not as meaty either as the Amish paste. The Amish paste has it doesn't have empty voids like the San Marzanos, but it has more meat, so it doesn't have as big a voids inside. Yeah, and more tomatoes. This was kind of what spurred it off. We'll cook these down a little bit, being they're most of them's paste tomatoes. It won't take that long to thicken up. And it was an ideal time to, I took out a few seeds while I was taking, and we were running these through our juicer. When I was cutting them up, I wanted some more Amish paste seeds, so I saved some of those. But anyway, more tomatoes. When you're saving tomato seeds, and I've talked about this before, but the easiest way, just get you a little strainer. Now, if there's pieces of tomato left in there, you can pull them out if you want. But a lot of that stuff's gonna, when you ferment these seeds, it's going to take and it's going to dissolve. It's going to ferment down to nothing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in this glass, and I'm going to leave them in here for 3 days. And what I like to do is I like to stir them up, and I normally let them set for a couple of days, just stir it up a couple times a day. And then after that, I'll take and change the water. I'll get my little strainer here, and I'm just trying to work these down so I can take and get the last of these in my jar. And what this does when you ferment these is tomato seeds have a gel around them, and that gel kind of makes them to where they don't sprout quite as quick. So what we do is we ferment them. Now what we'll do is we're going to leave, like I say, we're going to ferment them for about 3 days. After 3 days, they'll look good and clean. They'll look like seeds like you buy. And but like I say, what I do is, and I might change the water after the first day too, but I'll just take a fork, I'll stir them around good a couple times a day, and like I say, change the water, and then we'll put them on a plate to dry. And while we're talking about tomatoes, we're going to talk about tomatoes from my single seed challenge. This is a Black Beauty. And I have another one here. These are 2 from my single seed challenge. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm cutting up tomatoes. And so I'm just fixing me a bowl of tomatoes, but as you can see, this Black Beauty, it's just such a pretty tomato inside. And I think it's about time I sharpen my knife, looks like. But that's just that's so good. Oh, it'd be nice if you had taste-o-vision. I hope you found a little bit of value out of this video. And if you want to see more of my videos, of course, hit that subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified. If you like it, give it a big thumbs up and share it. It really helps my channel. Happy gardening.